I'm here with Jay Mine, and he's actually a return guest, man, because he performed at one of my shows before. Definitely had the pleasure of working with him. For those who don't know, let us know where you're from. Tell us who you are, what's your story, what you're all about.
All right, so I'm Jay Mon. I'm from, of course, Jersey. I was born in Orange. I moved to Union in 2012. I'm 22 now, so half of my life in Orange, half of my life in Union. Uh, yeah, I'm a producer. I'm a R&B, hip hop artist. Sing a little bit, rap a little bit. I've been doing music because I grew up in church, so I've been playing keys since I was probably 9, 10. So I grew up as a musician. I still am a keyboard player. And then I started producing beats in eighth, ninth grade, I believe so. And I've been doing music ever since.
Okay, so you think the music experience, or you got it from going to church as a youngster, being exposed to a lot of the music? I'm pretty sure they had a lot of band and a lot of music every Sunday. So you think that influenced you for, at where you got your music from?
I think that gave me, because I'm part of the band in church. I had the pleasure of, or the privilege of being a part of the band at a young age when the official musician was on leave because he had kids. So I started, fiddling around with the keys, and then I became the permanent musician. So I think it gave me the skill to, learn my music theory and everything, to actually learn music in itself. And then a lot of my influence came from my father's music. Growing up, my dad has probably, I want to say maybe 1,000 or hundreds of CDs in different cases and in the house, and he always played different music.
Okay, so being exposed to that music at a young age definitely set you on that path. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So shout out to Pops. If it wasn't for him, who knows? All right. So how would you explain your music? Because you got a real unique sound, right? And that's one of the things I like from artists that have their own sound, very unique. You can listen to their music and find something different, especially in today's where everything is almost the same. How did you develop your sound, and where do you get that type of inspiration to develop your own sound, or is it just something that you just naturally went into?
So I think, and this is something that I like about myself, especially when I started, I didn't think too much when I made music. It's all just whatever I feel. I either put the chords down and put the bass line and everything. So I think it all comes from the music I was exposed to from my dad. He had music from like the 60s, 70s, like, yeah, and 80s and 90s. So, like, it'd be like a little bit of Anita Baker, mix it like Freddie Jackson, then some Michael Jackson, mix it some newer music, like J. Cole's my favorite artist. So all of that into one makes me who I am as an artist.
And you have a real way of connecting with your crowd. I remember the show you put on. Which I have real
Yeah,
bad
I
memory. What
forgot
was
the name of
show?
it. That was in
But it was like
2019.
it was pre-COVID, and you put on a show, and you had the crowd going crazy. Like everybody was singing your lyrics. It was like a little concert, and it was real loud in there, and the energy was amazing. So how does it feel to have that type of support? Starting out, which is very hard to get. A lot of artists would really love to get that support from their peers and have that type, the community come out and really feel their music like that. How does it feel to have that type of support?
Man, that's just like the best feeling in the world, because it takes a load off your shoulders, because I know a lot of people got to do it for themselves, and they have to have that drive. For me, I have the drive, but I know at the end of the day that load is off my shoulder, because I know that I got my boys like Sean, and shout out Peace, Sean, and my family, my brothers, my parents, that are gonna be behind me. So if anytime I slip and I don't work hard enough, they're gonna push me to that next level.
Right. So what's on the horizon? What's next for J Mine?
So the next step on Saturday, May 20th, this coming Saturday in 2 days. Me, Peace, and Sean. Those are my two other artist friends, my brothers. We're throwing a show. It's gonna be in East Orange on Main Street. So that's our next event. We're throwing an event every single month. Our last one was last month.
Nice.
So
you definitely catch me there. I'm probably I am gonna be covering it for Artist Vibes. I'm gonna do a blog on that. But June 3rd, we definitely look forward on putting on that performance. That energy I already know you're gonna bring to the table. Our guests are in for a treat. When I tell you this brother knows how to put on a show, you're not gonna be disappointed. So how do you feel about the atmosphere as far as the Jersey scene now? And right now there's a lot of club music being played. There's a lot of, like everybody's jacking the wave of Jersey, not jacking in a bad way, but we're really going international now. Is it something that you're going to start incorporating in your music, or do you still want to just stick to your own sound, even though you know that there's a wave rising? Or are you going to try to tap into that wave?
Yeah, I have a couple songs with some Jersey Club recorded, on my laptop. Yeah, tried it a little bit. I think I like how I merge my sound with it a little bit. I'll probably do it a couple times. Probably to whip out at a couple shows and perform with it. But I know at the end of the day, I love, like, if my sound feels at home to me, so that's probably what I'm gonna stick to.
Is anything else you want the people to know about you, or anything else you got coming up? Where they can find you, where they can get your music, any projects out now?
Yeah, I have an EP out right now called The State of Mind. That's my first EP that I ever released, and then I have four tracks, and then I have 3 singles. One called Here All Along, one called Come Through, and then my last single that I just released is my favorite song that I've ever released. It's called Taste. All of this will be available on everywhere: Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, all streaming platforms.
What advice do you have for an up-and-coming artist, right, who's trying to make it in the industry, trying to make a name for themselves? What advice do you have for them to keep going?
You got to be disciplined. You got to have a plan. Because I know that for a while, I was going through a tough time mentally and emotionally. And then this is around the time of COVID too. And I allowed myself to seep into this habit of oversleeping and not working as hard as I was before. And then before you know it, months fly by and you don't have songs recorded, you don't have beats made, and now you're falling behind because everybody wants to do music now. So now there's like an artist that started after you, but now he passed you because you didn't put in the work. So stay consistent. Understand that life is not fair. People lose family members, lose loved ones. People, lose their jobs, but that's no excuse to stop trying.
Stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, you heard it here first. J Mind, June 3rd, the Artist Vibes Experience. He will be performing live on stage. You definitely don't want to miss this. Anything else you want to let the audience know?
Yeah, I'm excited to perform on June 3rd. You feel me? So I hope y'all come out to support. Thank you again to DJ Hype. All right, this is J Mind. Catch me at the Artist Vibe Experience on June 3rd. It's going to be lit. I hope y'all come out. Thank you.